Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Jonah, and today on DIY we have an 8BitDo mechanical keyboard. We got this in for a PC Bros employee, and I just asked if we could do a little review on it. So it's got a really cool design. It's got a couple macro keys, and without further ado, let's just get right into it and unbox it. All right, to start off, guys, we have the box here. It says retro mechanical keyboard. It tells us what contents are inside. So we have a keyboard, we have the receiver, and we have dual super buttons, which I'm excited to see what that entails. And then we have a cable and a manual. So let's go ahead and unbox it here. Before we continue the unboxing too, it actually tells us on the bottom here, these are, I guess, your retro buttons or whatever they call them. We have 87 keys. It is Bluetooth and USB, which I'm excited to see if it's an easy Bluetooth setup, because a lot of the keyboards that I usually review aren't that easy and straightforward when it comes to setting up the Bluetooth. Mechanical switches, which I'm excited to see which switches we actually have in here. And it's hot swappable, so that's also really cool. One of those like really nice, like nice and compressed boxes, so you gotta really kind of try and fight to get it off, but there it is. And it's got some nice foaming and packaging on the inside. And here's the keyboard. We'll go over the accessories first. Okay, cool. They've got some little stickers here. So you get like 2 packets of them. You got fast mapping quick start guides, so it kind of tells you how you can set up some macros for you, which is really cool. You've got your instruction manual, and then here are your giant buttons. Pretty neat, if I can get them out. Pretty neat, and it's connected by like a little audio jack. Open these up. And I love the color scheme on this build too. It's like this like brownish white color. Pretty neat, cool. And it's got like a anti-slip pad on the bottom, so I'm excited to see what you can do with these. It's gonna be pretty cool to see what they can do. And then this is going to be, I believe, your cable for the keyboard. It is not braided, I wish it was, but again, I'm not too sure how much they paid for this, but I'll put a price up on the screen. I wish they came with a braided cable, but again, you can always swap it out for one of those coiled cable ones if that. So let's move this out of the way and take a look at the keyboard. So I'm unboxing it right now. I can just hear that it sounds clicky. And here's the keyboard. Pretty sick. Again, I love the color scheme. I love like the grayish white design, red colors on the keycaps. It uses like a plastic cover. Let's see if we can just turn this on. It's got a cool little power button right there, you can see. And then a little Wi-Fi, I'm assuming for Bluetooth. This plug right here is probably going to be used for your connection to your PC. If you want to use Bluetooth, you just plug that right in. No adjustable feet. You have some anti-slip bottoms, which is okay. You can see it's pretty slanted, so it does have a nice angle up out of the box. So I mean, it does kind of work really well with your hands, so no complaints there. And it is a TKL, just to mention. There's no number pads on the side. I'm a big fan of that as well. I don't like whenever there's number pads because the keyboard just becomes way too big. And there's enough room up here as well, taking up enough space on your desk and mouse pad. I did turn the lights off and try and see this. This button is actually turned on. You might be able to catch it up on camera, but yeah, this is actually powered on by that light there. So you can kind of see when it's on and off. And then on the back here, like I suspected, you can pretty much plug these super buttons into any one of these 4 jacks. And to my surprise, yeah, I don't think there's any RGB on this keyboard. It's nice and simplistic. I'm gonna have to go track down a keycap puller because I cannot find any in this box. Looks like these are actually like white switches, but they're also like box style. You can see there's a square around it. Yeah, I mean, I guess now feeling it from the actual switch, it isn't as clicky as a blue. It definitely is tactile, but yeah, I mean, it's honestly okay. I'd be okay with this white switch. Yeah, definitely no. I don't see any RGB on the bottom of the switch here. It's just swappable for the keycaps. That's kind of unfortunate. As they mentioned, it's hot swappable, but it's okay. I'm assuming this keyboard couldn't be too expensive. I mean, no more than $100 because no RGB, no coiled cable, or braided in that sense. It does come with these cool buttons, which I am excited to test out and see. I guess we'll just go ahead and head into a typing test. Let's do it. Okay guys, after a bit of reading, I read through this little spot right here and it tells us exactly how to set up these buttons here. So essentially what you're gonna do is you're going to press this top button here, the star one, for 0.5 seconds. And then that's basically ready to pair. Once this is plugged in and everything, you're going to hold like a keybind that you want to do. So we'll do Alt-Tab and then we'll press this as well. And that is bind. You can see this button on the top here is not blinking anymore, which means this is assigned to Alt-Tab. So every time I press this button, Alt-Tab, Alt-Tab, Alt-Tab. Really cool and simple setup. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm excited that they actually added that into the manual and how easy it is to set up. It turns out there is no software, there is no RGB, so if you are looking for a keyboard that has that, this one's not going to include that. If you're solely just looking for a nice looking keyboard that has some cool features, a cool little button layout, and some really cool options you can do, I definitely recommend recommend checking this one out because again, it is a really cool looking one. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up this video on this keyboard here from 8BitDo. If you like this video and you want to check one of these out yourself, there will be a link in the description down below, and it will be an affiliate link. It will help us out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this keyboard. Personally, I think I'm more leaning towards the RGB side. I like my RGB on the back of my keyboards, and I do like software that allows me to customize that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for just a more straightforward and just, you know, plain keyboard that looks really cool and has some retro styling, definitely check this one out because I think it's a pretty cool one. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.